have a little bit of concern that Nico Iamaleava is a little too shy. And we're going to get into that. But first, let's attack exactly what Smoky Mountain Red said. And I want to remind people that Cooper Mays will tell you how to be a part of every single program by just doing this.
Cooper Mays here. Hit like and subscribe.
All right, first down.
Coop here. First down.
Okay. Trevor just asked Bruce Health. It's 100%. We reported that over the weekends on our YouTube page, interviewed him. He could play football tomorrow if he needed to. He's good. Now, the question I have about Brew or Nico, which is the bigger omission? First down. And then I want to get to specifically Nico avoiding some things, and is that a concern?
Given the way that Josh Heupel and they select people going to SEC Media Days, I think the bigger omission is Brew McCoy, because I thought Brew McCoy was supposed to be a leader of this unit too, and so it's Brew McCoy.
Okay. Second down, Coop.
Cooper Mays here. Second down.
Nico Iamaleava had a vote and said, I'd as soon not go.
You're not reporting that, are you?
No, I'm asking you. Yay or nay? Sorry.
No, I don't think that happened. No.
I think he was perfectly fine with not going because he doesn't want to overshadow his teammates.
Okay.
But that leads us to third down.
Tennessee center Cooper Mays here. Third down.
He didn't go to the Banning Passing Academy. What's your take on that?
So, yes, Nico Iamaleava, this stood out to me that he did not go to the Manning Passing Academy 2 weeks ago. And it's everybody goes to this. Every top quarterback goes to this.
Literally.
Peyton Manning went to Tennessee, so there's even more of a connection. And there was a lot of red flags to me on him not going to the Manning Passing Academy. I don't think it has to do with Nico shying away from anything. I'm going to be honest. The constant on why Nico didn't go to the Manning Passing Academy and why he didn't go to SEC Media Days is exactly the same. Josh Heupel didn't want him going. He didn't want him going to SEC Media Days because he picked the guys going. And Dave, I don't think Josh Heupel likes his quarterbacks going to the Manning Passing Academy. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Well, you know why, but I'll just bring it out for the message boards. The Mannings teach proper footwork and proper development for the NFL. That is anathema to what Josh Heupel wants his quarterbacks to do. Josh Heupel wants his quarterbacks to do the exact opposite footwork-wise of what you're supposed to do as a quarterback and what you're taught fundamentally.
Right.
So
I don't use proper. You use proper. If I may kind of take issue with that word a little bit. Just different. They're just different ways of teaching offense, which you can have success at either level. Now, ultimately, I would rather be with a David Cutcliffe than a Josh Heupel because I feel like I'm learning more offenses, not just an offense. Does that make sense? So It's not a knock against Josh Heupel, but Josh Heupel or Lincoln Riley or a lot of these guys with great offenses, Sonny Dykes, they can win championships. Josh Heupel can win championships as things are going now. So, and I think he eventually will.
And and I'm telling every recruit this. If you want to be an NFL quarterback, you can go play for Josh Heupel and you'll probably be fine in the NFL. But if you want to be a successful NFL quarterback who starts your rookie season in the NFL, don't go play for Josh Heupel. Because you were, or Lincoln Riley for that matter. Dave, Caleb Williams is going to get sabotaged by the Bears because he's not ready to start. He was taught all bad technique for the NFL, and there's no way he's going to fix that in a year. And I think Nico Iamaleava, again, Josh Heupel wants you to learn those bad habits, and that's weird to say, but he wants you to learn those bad habits. So if you get taught good habits by Peyton Manning, Josh Heupel's going to say, all right, I need you to relearn that footwork. It's not good for players to go to the Manning Passing Academy. Maybe Josh Heupel doesn't want to replicate. You know, Joe Milton went to it last year. And he looked a little bit.
We got him throwing the ball 90 yards, which everybody went insane about and raised expectations. Trevor says, good point, Caleb. Could have Nico getting confused on his footwork. Don't need that mess. Trevor, you're 100% right.
All SEC center Cooper Mays here. Fourth down.
He doesn't need to go to the passing academy. And if he wants to go, he can stand there and sign autographs and have a good time and enjoy himself. But he doesn't need his footwork worked on. I can tell you that there was a player that had his footwork worked on by a quarterback guru, not in Knoxville, came back. They didn't like it, even though he felt like his accuracy was better. They want you to be mostly one side of the field. You cannot throw, Caleb, to your left if your footwork is set to your right. You cannot throw back over your body. It is physically impossible. So you watch the way they set up. It is different from anything that David Cutcliffe taught or Peyton Manning ever did. And I do think that is at a higher level. I'm not saying it can't keep you from winning championships, but yes, I understand your point. And you're not going to run into the NFL with those type of issues and mechanics and be an immediate hit. Hendon Hooker may be a superstar, but it wasn't going to happen as a rookie.
Yeah, exactly. He was going to have to develop. And you even if you're all generational world, Nico Iamaleava could honestly hurt himself by being so good at Tennessee if he accidentally messes up and becomes a top 5 draft pick in the NFL, because you get drafted by one of those teams. Yes, it's guaranteed money, but they want you to play immediately. And
well, he's not going to be. I'm going to go on record right now. Here's a big one. He's not going to be drafted any lower than 10 whenever he's drafted.
Really?
He's not going to be drafted any lower than 10 overall. He's not going to be an Aaron Rodgers who slides down. He's not going to be like a Brady Quinn who slides down. He's going to be in the green room. He's going to be one of the 10 guys you're most talking about whenever he comes out.
Okay. I mean, that's I probably
it kind of falls in line with your thinking. I mean, I think he's that good.
I think that could hurt him, but I agree with you. I think he's that good too. And that could end up becoming a disaster for him if a team wants him to win. Now, if you're in the 9 to 10 range, they may sit you for a year, you know what I mean, and develop you. But top 5 pick, they want you starting that year.
But Caleb, for a moment, let's not think about Nico or our fantastic fans who are going to hit the like and subscribe button, which we appreciate, or our loved ones or our friends. Let's just think about me. Let's think about if Dak Prescott's ready to hang it up and a guy named Nico gets drafted. Let's think about Dave. Wouldn't that make Dave happy? And at some point, doesn't it need to be about Dave? Sometimes it's about Caleb. And let's just make it about Dave, where I can have this little fantasy in my mind that the Cowboys are not going to get beat in the championship or divisional round every year, and they're going to get a guy named Nico, and they're going to win a Super Bowl. So it's about Dave.
Dave, I'm thinking about you.
Thank you.
But you know what, Dave? Your Cowboy fandom actually has made me correct myself live on air. Dak Prescott is a gigantic exception to this rule we just said. Dan Mullen did not develop him for the NFL. NFL ready.
Not at all.
And he still was able to become Rookie of the Year in 2016. So maybe if you're in the right system, you could. I never even thought about that. Okay.
Well, and he wasn't supposed to play, but Romo got hurt. Remember, that was a really goofy year. That is funny how you mentioned that. I don't know that. I don't think he did much to help him in street fighting either, because Dak Prescott got beat down at Daytona Beach.
Oh, yeah. Well,
John Self, State Farm will never beat you down when it comes to claims. He'll make sure you get those claims as soon as possible. Customer service still matters. Just call 423-396-2126 or donself.net. Donself.net is right below 423-396-2126 in the greater Chattanooga area. donself.net. Again, donself.net. You will love Don Self, and he takes care of you. And I do believe that Nico has kind of a split personality in the way he deals with people. I think that, one, he doesn't want too much credit because he feels like that would be because I think he's really smart. That would be a surefire way to blow up the apple cart, wouldn't it? If everything is going good and you're knocking on the door of a championship, quarterback shows up and says, I'm the, stuff, right? That would be the ultimate way to blow this whole thing up. So I think he's smart enough to know that, but I think he genuinely wants other players to get credit. So I don't think he's going to be a media hound. And that's good, because by the end of his time at Tennessee, he'll be sick of talking to the media. All quarterbacks are.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Could Josh Heupel, could this be even deeper? Maybe not. It's not about developing quarterbacks, because he did let Joe Milton go to the Manning Passing Academy last year. but you talked about Nico not attending the golf event Sunday. Is Josh Heupel trying to keep Nico out of the news, out of the public eye? Is he the one behind this?
I don't think so. I just think he's got so many things going on. I mean, you know what I was told why he didn't make the golf tournament is that he was on a plane at the time visiting with people, a private plane on a Sunday afternoon. I think he is living such a different life than we're used to as a college athlete that sometimes we don't realize that. Listen, sometimes Prince can't make your show because he's got so many things to do. Nico, I think, sometimes has so many things to do that he can't make some smaller things that people would like to see him attend. And I'm not going to knock at him because he's got more people pulling in him than I can possibly imagine.
Yes, but not SEC Media Days and not the Manning Passing Academy. I'm starting to think that because of what happened earlier this year, where he was the face of tennis, he was the face of taking down the NCAA. Like when future generations talk about the fight against the NCAA, they'll talk of Nico Iamaleava the way they did Ed O'Bannon in '95. Like it's Nico Iamaleava's fight.
Flood.
The free agent, yes. Yes. I mean, that Nico Iamaleava is in that category now. I think he didn't want to be in that category. I don't think Josh Heupel wanted him in that category. So I wonder if they're like, it was a lot. Let's keep him under the radar for now. Because the truth of the matter is, and we are seeing this with EA Sports video game, there are very clearly a lot of power players involved, very angry at Tennessee for what happened and want revenge. And I'm not saying that will be used to go at Nico, but crazy Caleb conspiracies coming in. You ready?
I'm always ready for crazy Caleb conspiracies.
That's crazy.
What if the NCAA is so angry at Tennessee getting one over on them by way of Nico Iamaleava that they secretly, or a few members of the organization secretly, work with a few teams to put a bounty out on Nico?
Okay, they're not going to do that.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying.
No, if he's Caleb. It would be better off putting a bounty on the Georgia kid. He's
Which Georgia kid?
Suddenly I can't remember the quarterback's name. I'm having a
Carson Beck?
Yes.
Why would they put Carson Beck didn't show up the NCAA and take him down? Nico Iamaleava took down the NCAA.
Yeah, but if you're going to put a bounty together, I'd rather win.